Hello everyone, and welcome to Poppy Seed Mini. Today is day 10 of our DIY mini advent calendar, where I will be showing you how to make your own 12-day mini advent calendar. And stay tuned for the next 2 days as we share a mini craft for each day. All right, who's ready to open box number 10? I sure am. Wow. There's only 3 boxes left. It's hard to believe. All right, what will be today's surprise? Oh, it is the miniature Christmas cookbook and the recipe box with little recipe cards inside. All right. Let's get crafting. To get the printable for this project, you can visit my blog at poppyseedmini.blogspot.com. Go to the printable page and you will find the link for the 2025 Advent Calendar. First thing you're going to do is cut out the strips of pages. And I'm going to start, I've got my blank side page here. So I'm going to fold that up like so, and then fold the next page down. So just go back and forth accordion style, folding the pages. And make sure that they are staying even on the edges. And the last page should end up folded up, so that you'll be able to glue it to the next set of pages. For the second set of pages, I'm also going to start with the white page and fold that up. So I'm just accordioning this the opposite of what I just did with the first set of pages. But I want to make sure that it's going to turn out right. My mom actually bought a Christmas cookie book from the thrift store just so we could take it apart and shrink it for everyone. So this was a really fun project to put together. And again, at the end, you should end up with your page up and ready to meet that second set of pages. The next thing you'll do is glue all the folded pages together. And if there's a little extra glue on the side edge, that's fine, because you're going to be gluing that edge into the book. Once you have both sets of pages glued together, glue the middle pages together. And make sure both of your pages are facing upright the proper way. To make the book cover for your cookbook, you're going to take your patterned print, flip it upside down, and then here is your book template, even though I didn't write that on the printable. And what you're going to do is, starting with the spine, glue that down in the center of the print. Take the side piece and glue it next to the spine, but make sure there's like a 1/16 of an inch between the two pieces. And you'll do the same for the other side. Like so. Then you're going to trim off the corners at an angle. Like so. Fold down around all the edges. And I would say I overcut my edges a little bit because they should have met. My bad. Don't cut so deep. Of course, my prototype turned out perfect. And now that I'm doing it for everyone, it's not. All right, glue down all the edges. Once that's all glued down, you can fold the sides in like so. And then once you can see where those edges are, you can run a dotting tool in that groove. Like so. So you can kind of press into it a little bit to kind of shape the cover. And then you can glue on the front, back, and spine design for the book. So make sure to center that. Like so. Add the spine. And the back. There we go. Now you're going to take your cookbook cover, make sure you've got it right side up. It's always worth checking because I swear I have made so many mistakes by having something upside down. Anyway, I'm also going to check to make sure my pages are right side up. And then I'm going to add glue to my white page. And I'm going to glue that into the first side of the book. Like so. Add glue to the other side. And glue that down to the back cover of the book. Like so. And now you'll have your own copy of the Christmas cookie book with working pages and real recipes. To make the recipe box, I cut everything out. So I have the box, the bottom of the box, and the lid all cut out. Now the lid is a little harder to fold, so I did leave some extra around the edges so I can utilize that to help fold, and then I'll cut that off. But we'll start with our box, and you will need to go in and cut tabs. There we go, like so. And then you'll fold the box up. All of the inside of the box can get folded in. Fold down the tabs. And then fold the sides. Then you can glue the tabs. For the last side, add glue to both of the tabs at the same time, so you can pull that side down at the same time. And you're not trying to fight to get glue inside. Now, once it's like this, just set it aside to dry. All right, next we'll work on the lid. I'm going to cut into the sides like so. And then I'm going to fold the tab in and fold the inside in. And I'm just gonna do that on each side. But it is easier to fold this when you have a little more paper to work with. All right, now that everything's folded, I'm gonna go back and cut it out. Now this is a side tab that I'm cutting, so I am gonna cut the wedges out again. I probably overcut that one. Try not to cut too big of wedges because you still need to be able to glue these tabs in, and they are tiny, which makes them a little harder to work with. So then you're going to fold your tabs in. And then add glue to your tabs. All right, and I'll let that dry. Now I'm going to come back to my recipe box and I'm going to glue in the larger sides first. Like so. Then I come in and I trim a sliver of paper off the two side tabs because it just fits in better with a little less paper in the corners. All right, add your glue, press it in, and do that last one, like so. Then you can grab the little bottom for the box and glue that in. And you can always use a tool to press it down around the corners. And there's the bottom of your recipe box all finished. All right, back to the lid. Again, I do the longer sides first and glue them into place. And yes, this is one of the hardest parts because of how tiny this is. Again, if you can utilize something to press the edges down, make it nice and press there. All right, and again, I trim away that little sliver of paper on the sides. And glue them down. If you're getting glue on your table and you've printed this on glossy brochure paper, it is wise to keep wiping your table so that you're not getting that glue on the print. Because one thing glossy brochure paper does not seem to appreciate is glue. Just kind of wrecks the finish a little bit, so I really try to avoid getting glue on the actual print. All right, test it out and slip it on our box. It should be perfect, you know, in theory, because I tested this already. All right, there it goes.
All right.
Once it's all done, you can cut out your little recipe cards, add anything you want to them, and set them inside the box. Won't that make a nice little Christmas gift for someone who loves cooking? So cute. I think it's time to go make some mini Christmas cookies. What are your favorite Christmas cookies? Let us know in the comments down below. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow for day 11 of our DIY mini advent calendar. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you love making miniatures, don't forget to check out our other videos.